Hey everybody, this is Eric Shops RC. This is my Red Cat Racing, not Earthquake, it's Aftershock. It's basically the same chassis, but it's lower because of the short course setup. So, have problems with this engine cutting out at high RPM. I don't think I have a vacuum leak. This engine was stuck when I bought it because it was a used car. So what I'm going to do is, instead of guessing, I'm pretty sure, I mean, the compression's good right now with it cold, but when it gets warm, it isn't. So we're going to replace the sleeve in this. So hold on, and we will, boom. So, we'll start tearing it apart, okay? So, screwdrivers and such, magnetic tray, handy dandy brush to dust her off. This is a SH21. Yeah, I bought it used, so I can't complain too much. The cylinder was stuck, and it read a couple tanks good, but now when it gets warm, even with me running good fuel in it, it's still cutting out. So I'm just thinking the cylinder is tired from the person before me just getting it stuck. It ruined some of the pinch at top of the cylinder. So, okay, intake. See, this is why you oil your filter. See how on the inside there's no dirt getting through, but on the outside, that's why it's important to oil the filters. Oh yeah, I forgot this setup. Okay, let's do the front first. It's got a little E-clip on it right here, you guys. So, just trying to do it without flinging it across the room, because that's what E-clips are good at doing. I do have new bearings, so that's not a problem. So, clutch. Let me get my wrench for this real quick. Sorry, the one wrench I forgot. Okay, ye trusty T-wrench that everyone that's in RC cars, whether gas or not, should have. We're gonna have to drive that off because there's a collet on it to keep the crank from backing out. So this guy right here, we'll get him off when we pop the crank out. So let's go ahead and do this. Sorry, keep forgetting to do this on camera, you guys. Instead of changing a bunch of parts, like fuel lines, which aren't that old, fuel filter, not that old, fuel tank, which I have another one, so I'll probably replace the tank too while the motor's off. But pause real quick while I put a piece of tape over this to keep it from coming apart so I don't have to get a new pull starter. Okay, so we just ran some electrical tape on it. You can rewind these if the spring goes flying. I've never been successful at it, so I'd rather not have to add either buying a new one or rewinding it. So, okay. This is the starter shaft. It goes into the 120 bearing that's behind this case. I think the only thing I don't like about this engine is this back plate is plastic, but it doesn't really matter per se. So yeah, I run VP Power Master, Master Basher fuel, and the reason being, this SH21 is and a different type of liner that's not as durable as the chrome aluminum ones. It's nickel. So once I get it apart, I'll show you. So we're gonna get the head off. I don't remember what size this is, but the Master Basher fuel is 14% fuel oil, and with the nickel aluminum motor, that's the best thing to run in it. Okay, gonna pause you guys. Okay, sorry about that. Couldn't find the right wrench. You know that Murphy's Law. When filming or live, anything that can and will go wrong, including remembering where your tools are, happens. I'm just breaking the torque on these first diagonally, because that's how I tightened them. So just one of those tricks of working on stuff. So you see I got them all loose now. And it's a 2-piece head on these. Sorry about that. I'll show you here in a second. The SH21's a decent, just if you're not racing, at home for fun engine. Parts are relatively inexpensive for it. It's not like, you know, a OS or a Novarossi that are really expensive. But, you know, there's a trade-off there. It's not gonna scream like the Novarossi or OS will, but pretty reliable. Okay, so there's what I mean. You see, the blue thing was just the cooling head. Okay. Be careful of the button head because it's got shim/head gasket on it. You can't really tell in this light, but you can see how the liner is a gray color instead of so you can see how it's a gray color instead of that bronzish chrome color. This type of cylinder, you need a higher oil content. So, let's get our piston out of here. Of course, being on camera, I just want to be stubborn. So you just gotta be real careful. All I did was gently, with my flathead, pull it off the crank. Then there's your piston and rod and wrist pin. And now our crank should come out. So there you go, you guys. This is part one. We gotta clean it up, put a new cylinder in it, and Hopefully that fixes the problem. But this is Eric with Show Ops RC out.